way is this thing actually ready for paint. That is crazy. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode from Backyard Boys. If you guys are new to this channel, go ahead and lightly tap that subscribe button down below. Smash that like button to show your support, and comment your thoughts and ideas down below. In this episode, we got up bright and early and we're gonna start working on the C63 AMG. This is gonna be the final episode prior to paint. So we're gonna get all this bodywork blocked out. If you guys have not seen my golf video, the intro of the video has me a little bit explaining of what's going on right over here. And then in this video, what we're gonna do is basically get everything blocked out, make sure everything's nice and ready, prepped out for the paint booth. That way we can get it into the paint booth, quickly masked off, sprayed, and back to the house. And then another thing we're gonna do is show you guys some exhaust sounds. We have not driven the car yet with the Armatrix exhaust, so it's getting a little bit colder here. We got Wally over here running. It's finally kind of warming us up a little bit, but all this stuff here is just very time consuming. So we're gonna go ahead, get a 320 on the block. I already went ahead and taped the line, the body line where it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna start working it, making sure that I can get this as perfect as I can. And then after the paint and clear coat, we can really see what the bodywork looks like. So let's get right into it. So as we're getting the quarter panel here prepped out, you guys can see the line I taped off, made this line nice and neat, how the bodywork should be. I realized the front by the door is just a little bit damp, so I'm getting it not like damp, but sandpaper is getting like little balls rolled up when I sanded it because it's such a fine grit, so it's kind of picking up. Anyways, it's not fully cured, so we're getting that front end of the door cured up right now, and then this back piece is fully done, and then this piece is fully done, basically the blocking part of it. Right now what we got to do is actually fix this front lip. So here's the original lip. We got to add some material and make this look OEM. While that is happening, while this material here is drying, we got to get all this stuff prepped out as well, because all of it is getting painted. This one here has a little nick as well. This is from the front lip. Each of these pieces are how much?
Like $3 each, and the center one we had to buy, which was like over $400.
Anyways, the front lip is gonna be like $1,000 pieced together, and that's not even carbon fiber. That's literally some ABS plastic. Like, it's weird. Then these are the rear bumper stuff. Everything is prepped out. We got the double tape off, so we're gonna go ahead and re-double tape it once it's painted. I think our goal here is to get this thing recreated. We got to build up this edge, and what we're gonna use is some easy sand plastic repair, because it's gonna be similar material to this and it's gonna grab on really good. Right now I have a 180 grit. I'm gonna knock it down, that way I get some good like, not coverage, what am I saying, good adhesiveness, or I get that glue to adhere really strong to this so it wouldn't chip off. And then we're gonna shape it into its position, match it up with the lip, and make sure it's all OEM. Let's get right into it. Well, boys, we're busting and working very hard. We have these things over here taped off because these are the original VIN tags. They're just the original stickers that are inside the quarter panel. If we did swap the quarter panel, we would have not had this stuff, and it's really hard to access these pieces from the dealer. From what I know is you got to cut these out, and then you got to prove that the car is in your name before you get a title VIN tag, and then you got to return these original ones to the dealer before they give you new ones. Anyways, it's a whole entire headache. We do have this piece over here left, which should be nice and quick. This over here doesn't need any blocking or anything, just needs to be semi good because it all gets covered up. This over here is basically finished. Man, it was a tough one. This over here was even tougher, but it's looking nice and pretty now. Got all that stuff blocked out, and then we used Scotch-Brite with some glass cleaner to get all this stuff over here cleaned up. This car is very close. We're just getting everything busted out, and that's why you guys are mostly on a time lapse, because there's just hours on hours on hours of work, and it's repetitive work, so it's kind of boring to look at the same exact thing on and on again and again. So what we're gonna do is actually get everything wrapped up and then take this thing off the frame machine. We do have a little bit more work over here left, and I may go ahead and finish this up a little bit because I'm not really feeling this. Might be just the difference of materials, because there's metal glaze over there and primer, so I'm feeling some funky over here, but I'll get it all dialed in prior to paint. So let's continue working. Oh, before that, I want to show you guys the side skirt is all prepped out, and all these pieces here are prepped out. The lip here is dried out. We need to go ahead and knock this down and make it look OEM. Man, this thing has a ton of prep. It's crazy, but it's going to be a very rewarding after effect after everything's done. So let's keep working. So it is the next day here, and it's actually quite cold now, but went ahead and did a couple more touch-ups. We had a dent right here, just kind of a funny spot, fixed that up, and then this over here was feeling weird. I don't know, it was really feeling weird, and just like the way the body kind of goes into a curvature here. Anyways, it's all done now. We're gonna get all this stuff primed out at the body shop and painted basically all there, because we don't have any primer and they have some good quick stuff over there. Right now what we got to do is actually, we cleaned everything up, we put the taillights on, so technically this thing is basically road legal. We got a trip permit for it, everything is nice and good. Many of you guys are asking me, how do you drive the car with no plates? I have a trip permit, so temporary trip permit. We get 3-day trip permits here. It's not a problem. It's like 30 bucks or $25. It depends where you get your trip permit. So go ahead and hop into the interior, drop this frame, take it for a spin. We're super pumped because we have not driven it yet with the downpipes. And if you guys saw my previous video, you guys saw that it was lacking on some power, and hopefully that was due to the downpipes. If not, then we gotta do some more troubleshooting. But for now, I'm excited to hear the exhaust sounds, just in general, experience the car once again before we get this thing beautifully painted and looking all OEM. Let's get it off the frame machine. So we got a jump box on up front because we have the battery that is low. I don't know if it's gonna crank it, but we don't want to risk it. Let's go ahead and crank it up, and this is gonna be super loud in 3, 2, go ahead. Oh, snap. Oh yes. No way is this thing actually ready for paint. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let's get that trip permit stuck up to the window. Let's go take it for a spin.
Let's do it.
Dude, this thing is actually kind of insane. It's funny because when the car goes down from the frame machine, it starts looking so much wider and everything. Oh, it looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. The bodywork looks clean. Look at that line. Look at that line. Line looks good here. Everything's nice and pretty. We went ahead and Scotch brighted all this, but I'll explain more when we go take it for a test spin. Send it. Wow, that sounds amazing. Oh my, I hope you guys can hear that. We'll get some clips though. Send it. Wow, that is legit. One more. Hopefully the camera captures that, man. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do a donut on dry with the valves open. It's gonna be extremely dumb loud, I know it will, but let's see how it handles. We are so excited to get this thing painted, man. Oh my goodness, that is loud. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's do some revs with closed and open exhaust. Right now, some open exhaust revs outside. Go ahead. Wow, that is literally insane. Go ahead and close that thing. Got a little Harley. Close it? Yep. All right. Go ahead. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I can hear the Harley. All right, go ahead. Literally like a hybrid. You literally can't hear anything now that the valves are closed. That major difference is actually amazing. And that's one of the things I look for in a valves exhaust, where the difference between the opened and the closed is huge. Like huge, because if you have a minor difference between the open and closed, it's kind of pointless to have a valved exhaust. But I love it. I love it on this one in particular. You want to kill the car? So I want to go over all the bodywork that was done, and just to show you guys exactly how everything looks before things are painted. So the quarter panel here was very, very tough to get done, and it is finally finished, and we're very excited because we're getting it painted very soon, and I can't wait for you guys to see it all in one color. That's the first thing. We repaired the box down over here, and then inside the trunk, is there any how you can pop the trunk without the door panel being on? 1 second. Inside the trunk over here, we got all this stuff primed out as well. The gap here is pretty darn nice. I have not set it up all the way just yet, but all this stuff here is primed. And then when you close the trunk, so the trunk is empty right now, or the trunk has a bunch of jazz in it. When you close it, boom, it sucks in the trunk by itself. Everything in the rear section works perfect. What else is getting painted is the bumpers, obviously, and then this door over here closes really nice. The gap is just amazing. Boom, all the way through. The gap here to the side skirt is amazing as well. Door is primed out, repaired, and it is looking very darn good. It is looking like a spotted cow at the moment, but you guys got to see the end result. The end result is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be very rewarding, and I'm very happy. I'm still shook that I actually was able to get this quarter panel out into its position, and with the gap being just so nice and flush everywhere, exactly how it should be. Alrighty, let's do a couple more spins on the car. I guess some flybys, some drive-bys with valves open and valves closed, and continue with the video. is a crazy difference. Valves closed and valves open. That is crazy. Well, boys and girls, this episode, as promised, is the final episode before we throw some color onto this car. So stay tuned for the next episode. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications. You guys are not going to want to miss the transformation from this thing looking like a spotted cow to an actual one colored car. This actually right now looks like you know how BMW or whatever, any kind of brand manufacturer, when they come out with a car, they make it like this camo look, so you don't really tell how the body looks like. This is literally what it looks like. I was doing the drive-by videos, I was like, what the heck, it looks like one of those secret cars. But for the time being, this is what it's looking like. We're gonna get it off to the paint shop very soon. Hopefully we can record an episode at the paint shop, because that's literally the best part of all these videos. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed that exhaust clips. We're definitely gonna get you guys some more videos once the car is all put together. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of our, you know, probably some lips and tips, make it look nice and neat with some spacers. Just we'll see how fancy we go with this car. And then we did notice another thing, that the tune here is either not kicking in or something. We're gonna go ahead up and call Wistek and see what the problem is, because it's only pushing, you know, the stock horsepower, not the actual 620 crank horsepower as it should with the Wistek Stage 2. So right now it's basically a stock animal. It's not that impressive. But without much further talking, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next episode. You guys stay blessed and peace out.